Hello and welcome to Conversations with Sakeina. Today, I am going to take you on a walkthrough of the Ghost Tarot. And then once we've been through the book and we've been through the cards, we are going to shuffle and ask Sakeina what her take is on this deck. Now, I know it's not Halloween, not even close to Halloween. That's okay. I have some plans for this next week for this deck. So let's see what kind of deck we have here. So the Ghost Tarot is done by David Corsi. And it is a low Scarabeo deck, retailing at $23.95. I don't believe this is a new deck. I have no idea what year it actually came out. I purchased mine on eBay. So let's see here what we have. Nothing real special about the box, though I do really like the images from the cards. And low Scarabeo, oftentimes their decks have just small books like this, and they are done in 5 different languages: English, Italian, Spanish, French, and German. And it gives a little bit of testimonials about the Ghost Tarot, or some blurbs. The major arcana cards it goes through with short bits about each one. Minor arcana, we have the chalices or cups. We have the suit of pentacles. We have the suit of wands. And we have the suit of swords. And then it has a section on divining with the Ghost Tarot, which goes to the next page. And then we go into the next language. So it's not a lot of information, and we'll pick a card later and see what their interpretations are like. So the cards themselves, they have just an extra card that Low Scarabeo puts in there, and this is also something from their website, I do believe. If you're interested in looking at that, it's like a membership thing and learning more about tarot. I've not looked into it, so I really can't tell you a lot, but it's just an extra card that they put in. And this is the back, reversible for those people who are liking to do reverses. The card stock itself, it springs back. It's not super thick, but it's easily shuffleable. And this is a card that is just as tall as your typical tarot, but it is just a bit smaller width-wise. So where my pinky is, the bottom of my pinky, we're looking at a difference of about that much. Not quite a 1/4 inch, I don't believe. The cards are shiny. There is no matte feel to them. They are slick, slippery, shiny. Not as shiny as some. So I don't know if they have a kind of matte, shiny combination, but you can still see the light reflecting off of them. But they don't feel quite as slippery as some cards that have no matte or that are shiny ones, gloss. So let's take a look at these cards. We have the Fool. As you can see, we have a 0 down here for the Fool, and they do another one up here at the top. They're a little hard to see in this, the pattern that they have. There's the Fool and his dog. We have the Magician. the High Priestess, the Empress, and if it takes time to focus these cards, I will chop that out of the video if it takes too much time. The Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, if you look at her eyes, if I can get it to focus here, they've turned her eyes into stars in this one. the moon, the sun. It's going to be a big chop in the video for that one. It was hard to focus. Judgment, the world, then we go into what they call the chalices or the cups. And as you can see, down here in the bottom, they have the little symbol of the cup. And then up at the top, they have the 1. And the coloring is a little different this time. Instead of being a brownish, it has bluish color in the background of this one. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. It's going to be another chop. Hard to focus this one too. The Page of Cups, and this one is shown at the top with like a knight's helmet with the feather. So Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, and this one is shown with a horse at the top, kind of like a chess piece. Let you know it's a knight. Queen of Cups. And we know she's a queen. She's wearing a dress. And there is a crown up at the top. King of Cups. Another crown at the top. Then Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and now we're on to the sword suit. So Ace of Swords, and the top decoration here, the background color, is different on each of the suits. Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, 6 of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. Okay, so there is all of the cards for you. And as I said, Major Arcana cards, they have a, almost looks like black behind the decoration here. So that's the Major Arcana. Let's see here. And then the cups, I think I mentioned, was blue behind the decoration. The pentacles are green. Wands are red. And then swords are kind of gray. So not quite like the Major Arcana. A little bit of a difference, not a lot. We'll just say gray. All right, so now we're going to see how they shuffle. And also, as you've probably noticed, they do have a border. And I imagine you could probably cut off the border if you were so inclined. I don't mind the border, maybe because the cards are thinner. Now, the deck that I received is used, and you can see that, you know, they're getting a little chipped up on the edges. Just means they're loved. It also makes for a kind of a neat looking edging here. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. And since I don't do reversals, I prefer to make sure that they're going to be proper when they're done. So riffle shuffling, I don't have any problems. Riffle shuffling works out really, really well. My hands actually fit on these pretty well. wasn't perfect, but you know. And then I actually prefer to shuffle this way from the side. And they do okay shuffling that way. One more time here. And then when I work with Sakeina, I shuffle this way. And I find that the shinier cards, the slipperier cards, I have an easier time with this. I know that there are people who, see if I can figure this out, who do their shuffling like this, but they go really fast. I haven't mastered that yet, obviously. So I stick to this way. And Sakeina sends out jumpers. So I'm going to go off camera for a little bit, and I'm going to shuffle these really, really well, and then come back and ask Sakeina what her take on this deck is. Be right back. Okay, here we are back. I've shuffled them pretty good here, so I'm going to shuffle the way that I do and ask Sakeina to please send me out 1 or 2 jumpers to let me know what she thinks of this deck. Okay, we have 1 card. I feel like I need to give her the opportunity to do it again if she wants to. Sometimes 1 card is all it takes. Okay. All right, thank you, Sakeina. So we have the 5 of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. So I think what she's saying here is, with the five of Wands here, I think she's saying that it might be a little bit difficult for people to be creative with this deck. A lot of the images are kind of the same, and there wasn't a lot to work with the ghostly figures. I love how they've made them glow and that kind of thing, but they're also a little bit difficult to see. And she's saying that they might have a little bit of difficulty, but once they get to know the deck, use it a bit. That would mainly be for beginners. But once someone gets to know the deck, then the messages that come from them, from the cards, might be quite creative. Let's see, just for curiosity, how the book reads for these 2 cards. So with the 5 of Wands, it says, instinct leads us to repeat our own errors and make choices without full knowledge. Okay. And the Page of Wands, or in this case, they call it the Knave, Knave. It says, the spirit of the inventor, realizing one's wishes is a part of man's nature. So I think for me, I probably wouldn't get a whole lot out of that book. And probably a beginner wouldn't either. Someone who's just new at starting, those really don't offer a lot. But I think Sakeina likes the deck the way that it sounds, but it isn't for the beginner. Thus the coloring of the cards she has chosen here. But it is going to be difficult for creating interpretations from the cards. But for someone who's seasoned, it's definitely a creative deck. So that is what Sakeina has to share for the Ghost Tarot deck. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough. We'll see you again soon. Take care.